we're talking a whole pint of fresh squeeze right here in your hand. It's awesome. What is up, guys? Welcome to another white table video where we talk a little bit of tech and spec. I got some new things that came in. We have the EasyAC speaker and we have the EasyAC power bank. Now, typically when a company sends me something with a name as cool as what this is in here, which is the Bridge Design multifunction Bluetooth speaker, just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Usually when they send me something like that, and not only like that, with a name like that, but under the $20 price point, it's sometimes difficult to get excited about reviewing it and coming up with content to discuss. And I don't mean that to sound, disrespectful when it comes to the things that are sent to the office, but it can sometimes be, I can sometimes get a little hesitant when, deciding to review something like this, because my initial worry is that I'm just going to destroy it, like verbally abuse it to the point where none of you want it, and that's not the point that they had when sending it to me. So it takes a little bit of confidence on their end to send something below the $20 price point. Not only the $20 price point, below the $15 price point like this item is. It takes a little bit of trust and accomplishment and confidence on their end to send it, and it takes a little bit of trust on my end to make this thing worth the time it takes for me to set the camera up, shoot the review, edit the review, post the review. It's a lot of time. Time is money. Most of you know that. All of you should know that. But yeah, so luckily when they sent it to me, the name had been changed to the EasyAC Mini-Canon. Much cooler name. Very happy about that. Like I was saying, typically with something, below $15, me being afraid that I'm just gonna completely annihilate it when reviewing it, I was scared that this thing was gonna not only sound bad, but sound worse than the speakers that come on a cell phone or a laptop natively. For below $15, which I believe this thing is $13.99 on Amazon right now, I had very little expectation going into this thing. But I am genuinely impressed with what they did, not only build quality, but sound quality for $13.99. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up for you right now. So like I said, the name has been changed from the multifunction Bridge Design Bluetooth speaker to the Mini-Canon. Much cooler, much more simple name. Goes with the name of the company, easy accessory, easy name. They want things to flow and be simple. And I think, as I'll get into this, they genuinely did it. So let's open this bad boy up right here. Comes in the typical cardboard box. Above that we got your EasyAC Cares About You, kind of quick little instruction booklet, things that you shouldn't need if you're ordering something like this. Here's the speaker. It's actually made of metal, which I almost just threw it on. I almost just threw it on the table to demonstrate how dense and heavy this thing is. It actually is. But it's truly made of metal. The buttons are very, very responsive and nice and clean. Everything on the bottom is clean. Little 3-watt driver on the top, which I'll get into it later. I do have a few other Bluetooth speakers that run 3-watt drivers, and this one, it's up there with them. It sounds really clear, not as loud as, say, the Maker, the M3, not as loud as the M3, but it's got a good sound to it, and it is significantly cheaper. I feel like I'm not hitting that point hard enough that this thing is only $13.99. It's only $13.99. So with that, you also get this kind of dual purpose charging cord, auxiliary cord. Why I say dual purpose is that this thing, unlike a lot of other Bluetooth speakers, has a FM tuner in it. It actually picks up radio, which I would consider that a gimmick. If I'm going after a Bluetooth speaker, I'm not going after a FM tuner. I don't care. But in order for you to pick up specific FM signals, if your area is a little bit clouded as far as what you're able to receive, this kind of dual purposes as a charger and a antenna. So you plug it in, and it's supposed to increase your range, which it makes sense. Granted, I'm not going to want to tether something off of this thing just to receive radio. I don't understand the appeal of radio, because if you are looking for the news, then Google it, and if you are looking for music, then stream it. But that's neither here nor there, that's for a different video. So, but getting back to the speaker, it really is quite professional looking, I'd say. I didn't expect much for $13.99. I definitely didn't expect it to really be metal, which it is. But this, for being that price, looks quite professional. I could totally see this thing, being in some white collar guy's office. He's got his 2012 brushed aluminum HP laptop with this sitting next to it. He's typing it up while he's listening to a TED Talk and drinking his frappe. It's great. It looks the part. It looks like it belongs on a desk scenario, as it should. Easy accessory. I kind of parlay that into being an accessory that goes with a quick either work desk setup or an on-the-go desk setup, and this fits that criteria perfectly. Running through some of the features, I already said that it has an FM tuner in it. It's also got a phone, the call thing, which most Bluetooth things these days do have that, but you can take and answer calls with this. There's a mic out the side. You also have a headphone jack, which I guess that's kind of cool. You can have your headphones running off of this instead of running out of the side of your computer. And there's also a SD card slot. It's labeled TF, but it's an SD card slot, which if you are one of those weird people that buys a Bluetooth speaker to not stream to, and you want to run an SD card in it, I guess that's an option that you have. So I'm going to kick this thing on, and I'll do a little demo through the lav mic. It's not going to be the best of quality, but you'll get an idea of how it sounds and probably at least how loud it gets, which I would say that's the one drawback to this one, is that the other 3-watt little baby Bluetooth speakers I've ran, a lot of them get a lot louder than this one. Not as clear, and there is distortion when you get that loud with a small driver, but I feel like they could have got a little bit more out of this. Actually, what am I saying? It's $13.99, gets perfectly loud enough for a laptop or for a tablet or for whatever you're running with it. It would work great in a bathroom, office space, on the go, yada yada. $13.99, gotta keep remembering that, $13.99. But yeah, I'm gonna kick it on. You're gonna hear what $13.99 sounds like. So let's do it. So again, being an easy accessory, pairing is super freaking easy. It's the whole thing they were trying to achieve is the quickest way to get what you want with an accessory, and I feel like they definitely pulled it off with this one. It literally is like you hit the on-off switch, and then it finds the device, and then your device connects to it. It's super easy. So boom, my cell phone's connected. Let's find some let's go to a YouTube video. That way I don't get in trouble. That'll work.
Guess it's time for a different prayer, Lord, please save it for me. Do this one favor for me.
It kind of feels like below it there's a air gap there to try to enhance the bass sound, which is helpful.
Everywhere she go, they playing my song. That's why I say the things that I say that way. I know you can't ignore me, but So give me all of you in exchange for me. Just give me all of you in exchange for me. For me, break it down. Oh.
Now, that was as loud as this thing gets, which as you could tell was not very loud, but it is clear, and that was a YouTube video, so that's not as clear as like a typical audio signal you'd be grabbing off of iTunes or one of the streaming platforms. That was just a regular YouTube video that I was running off my phone streaming to this, and it sounds pretty damn good. It sounds a lot better than the speakers you would get natively on a laptop or a tablet or a cell phone, and that's what they were going for with this. They wanted something better than what you got stock, something cheap, but something that still looks reasonably professional and expensive enough to go alongside those other expensive tech things you got sitting on your desk. And I think they did a really good job with that. Now, what Easyac also did was they were nice enough to not only send me the little baby $13.99 speaker, they went along and sent me this enormous battery bank. This thing, the 26,000 milliamp hour power bank, which looks just as professional as that speaker. I could totally see this thing sitting on your desk also. It's got 4 smart USBs off the front, which I believe are 5 volt, 4.8 amp charging. So they are the, the fast charge. They are that. What's cool about this thing, other than being 26,000 milliamp hours, which I can't get over how big that is that there are 2 micro USB ends. And what these are for is you can actually hook this thing to 2 separate outlets and charge this thing through both of them. So it actually charges 50% faster than other power banks that only have 1 USB input to charge them. So for something this big, that's actually very, very valuable, because that means this thing is going to charge twice as fast, or as fast as something half the size, if that makes sense. Now, underneath that, they give you a user manual, which again is something I don't really think you should ever need with one of these, but you got it. And they actually give you 2 charging cords. Now, they don't give you any bricks for them, but you can actually, right out the box, charge this thing with both charging cords. So that's actually really cool. And being a micro USB, 90% of tech-related items run micro USB. So if you're only charging off one thing for this, then you got an extra cord, which you can't really be mad at an extra cord. Like I said, 4 USB ends, 26,000 milliamp hour battery, which this right here has a 500 milliamp hour battery. This can charge this 52 times, or once a week for a year. You can plug, you won't have to charge this thing for a year if you charge this thing once, which that's crazy to me. It can also charge a iPhone 6S about 10 times, which being more realistic as far as battery goes in a device that you would typically use, it'll charge one of the more heavier usage cell phones about 10 times, which is pretty dang solid. And it looks good. It looks really sharp. I like the plastic finish is still clean, even though it is plastic. The orange kind of just, it looks clean. And they do what a lot of other power banks do, and they give you a flashlight on it. But the flashlight on this one, if you can see it on me right now, it's actually quite strong. It's a really solid flashlight. So throw this thing in your backpack fully charged. You'll not only be able to juice your devices off of it, but in a weird time of need where you need a flashlight, you got one. So that's cool. Now the power brick is on the expensive side slightly. This is $50 on Amazon Prime. But if you're someone that is in desperate need of juice on the go, and you find your cell phone always dying and you need it for work, or you are unacceptably attached to it, then this is definitely something that you might look into. Just store it under the seat in your car, throw it in a backpack, throw it in your briefcase, in your laptop bag, and you've got juice, and it's a lot of juice. We're talking a whole pint of fresh squeeze right here in your hand. It's awesome. And so special thanks to EasyAct for sending these out to me. I was definitely skeptical, especially about this one, and I was genuinely impressed by what it could do. So if you guys need something better than your native speakers, check out EasyAct and check out this little dude right here. Let me get the color of this one, because there are 2 finishes that kind of look the same. This one is titanium black. There's also a silver and a red and a blue. All of them are also metal finished. So that's pretty cool. And I mean, you got this on one side, you got this on the other side, charging devices, and you got your laptop in the middle. That's a pretty clean setup, guys. So anyways, that's it for this one. Love you all. Deuces, kitties.